A Friday in March usually indicates an important Big Ten regular season series on the horizon, and no shortage of that here in East Lansing. The Purdue Boilermakers take a trip to the Mitten to face off against the Michigan State Spartans. Game one of a Big Ten weekend series coming up on Big Ten Plus. Hello everyone, I'm Jacob Maurer, joined alongside Kyle Keegan. And we're glad you joined us as we begin the first of three between Michigan State and Purdue. And Kyle, this game seemingly can go a million different ways. Purdue, with one of the best offenses in the Big Ten, comes into East Lansing to face off against Michigan State. Ever since their first opening series against the Iowa Hawkeyes, they've really found their stride.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Starting off with Purdue in that offense, they've rode that to a winning record so far in Big Ten play. They're 5-4. They've got a ton of guys who can mash, and they took 2 out of 3 at home from Penn State last weekend. And as you mentioned, Michigan State struggled for a better part of the first month of this season, but ever since they've returned to the Mitten State, they're 3-1. They picked up a big win against Central earlier this week. They had that big series win against Iowa last weekend for their first Big Ten series win of the season, so they're looking to continue that role this weekend.
Well, as we talked about, this Purdue offense, red hot, and there's just a list of stars going up and down this catalog of who we could choose from, but none other that brings the power than number 10, Sam Flores. His bat has been red hot as it comes into East Lansing.
Yeah, he's bringing in the senior leadership on and off the field, and he's a guy that's leading this team in home runs, RBI, OPS, and not just that, Jacob. This guy gets on base a ton. He's hitting .383, so he's someone that you're going to have to watch out for. He's the guy you're going to have to circle in that lineup card for the Boilermakers. He's the coal that makes the train of this lineup go, if you will.
Yeah, and speaking of home run power, Michigan State has a counterattack on the other end. The senior Randy Seymour has really had a big jump in those categories as a Michigan State Spartan this season, and none more evident than his example that he set on Tuesday night.
Yeah, the green and white have been seeing more power from Randy this season, and he's got the team lead with 10 homers. He's got 28 RBIs, which is also the team lead. They'd like to see him maybe get on base a little more, but like you said, a massive performance against Central Michigan. 3 home runs, 6 RBI earlier this week, so he's looking to continue that into this weekend series and continue to provide that spark and power offensively.
Well, it's a little chilly out here for game number 1, but doesn't mean that we're not fired up. Purdue and Michigan State, first pitch right around the corner, coming up on Big Ten Plus.
That they had just 2 days ago.
Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, gets past Broski for Michigan State. He'll fire to first and complete the strikeout. And that's out number 2 here in the top of the first.
If you're Donovan here.
His 1-1 offering is belted in the air. Left center field, but playable. Coming in is Nick Williams. He's under it and makes the catch. And that is about as easy as you can get for one of the top offenses in the Big Ten for Aiden Donovan to go 1-2-3. 1 strikeout, a ground out, and a fly out. Allows Michigan State to head to the dugout and grab their bats. 0-0 is our score. We'll head to the bottom of the first next on Big Ten Plus. Magnus batting .375 this season, takes one off the elbow. First base runner of the game on a hit by pitch. And a good leadoff runner for the Boilermakers here in the second. Definitely in the picture here. Wind though blowing in from left field. He's going to show bunt. This is fair. And Broski not checking over to first. Run will score. Just kind of froze up picking up that baseball, and Purdue takes the lead. So now that double play opportunity comes. Another bunt. Broski will take it this time. Fire to first. McKay cannot cover in time. Another run will score in Richmond. And some small ball theatrics here in the top of the second. Purdue up 2-0.
Let the count get back to even.
Rogers dancing at third base as this one's grounded to Murphy again. He'll field and flip and get out number 3 on this top of the second. But some small ball highlights for Purdue as they put 2 on the board in the second. Michigan State will try to respond in the bottom half next. The left side now shows bunt. Brings it back and slaps it in the air to left. It'll get down for the Spartans' first hit, and 2 are aboard.
Nice piece of in the gap right here with McKay's speed. We could have a tie ball game.
Both Sturgis and McKay on the bases. Really good speed-wise as this one's going to drop in center field. The windmill is around. Run will score without a throw. RBI single for Adam Broski. And the first run across for the Spartans.
Yeah, Broski.
3-1 on the way. This one into right field for a base hit. Goes the opposite way and scores the game-tying run. CJ Deckinga ties us at 2. That is interesting about Sam Flores is he has 4 consecutive weekend series with a home run. The Purdue record is 7. So he's on record watch right now. Won't get the home run on this one as it bleeds into center field though, but extends his hitting streak and Purdue's second of the game.
3-2 here. Going to have to find another swing and miss pitch like that.
Full count offering. Swing and a miss. Foul tip into the glove. Strikeout number 2 for Donovan.
Is there any indication? Lots more offense to come.
Swings and misses. Back-to-back strikeouts. Broski throws over to first and finishes it off. And Aiden Donovan does not get stressed with the trouble on the bases here in the top of the third. We remain tied at 2, and we'll go to the bottom half next. You're watching college baseball on Big Ten Plus.
Their last time out against UIC.
0-1, this is a ground ball to second. Drake is there to scoop it up and throw to first for out number 1. Again, continuing the weak contact from Cole Van Assen. But going back to last week, there wasn't really a lot of weak contact that Michigan State had on their bats.
No, not at all. Kamari Thomas.
2-2. This one popped up a mile high. Might come back down with a little bit of frost on it. Deckinga under it and makes the catch.
You get on base or get a hit 3 out of 10 times, you've got a good chance to end up in the Hall of Fame.
1-2 swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Donovan. His first in this frame. Wipes away Rogers. Great pop there. 0-2 swings and misses. First strikeout of the day for Cole Van Assen as Jackson Bassett makes the tag. Each team with 1 error each as McKay bunts it down. Van Assen falls down, throw over to first, gets him in time. Dylan Drake, nice job getting to that baseball quickly. Throws out the speedy McKay.
If it goes to the breaking stuff.
Looking for his second strikeout today, won't get it as Broski's now 2 for 2. Ripped into left. And with 2 outs, a man aboard for Michigan State.
Gonna wait for his pitch that he wants to drive.
This one right up the middle and through for a base hit. Are waving around Broski, limping around, he will score, and the Spartans take the lead.
And that's gotta be
contact he's given up. If he has, they've all resulted in outs. This one chopped to first. Seymour there with the glove. Will do it all himself for out number 1 here in the 5th.
Back on track.
0-2, this one is chopped too short. Boyle there, long throw, and a spectacular play for out number 2. Top of the 6th inning here in East Lansing, and take a look at the scenery around campus. Not a lot of leaves yet, but I don't blame the trees for being a little shy when it's still 30 degrees out.
Yeah, I don't either because it's pretty chilly still here at the end of March, but I'm sure that they'll be popping out here in the next couple of weeks. You take a look at the Spartan statue, the west side of Spartan Stadium, and the glorious views of Michigan State University here in East Lansing.
Another note, you see the flag.
It's a great shot.
Not waving too much. The wind has died down as this game has progressed. You also see on your screen Aiden Donovan. He's out for another inning of work. Donovan looking for his 5th strikeout and a critical spot. Gets it on the chop and a miss.
Well, that's a big time K right there.
This one cranked, and that's going to get down and all the way to the wall. On top of the hill, 1 run will score. We are tied as Richmond takes second. First extra base hit of the ball game is a big one, and we are level at 3.
Get the second out of the inning here.
Another 2-strike count. Pitch up the middle. Murphy flips over to McKay to first. Inning-ending double play.
That's just what the doctor ordered there, Jacob. 6, 4, 3 equals 2, and that is exactly why the double play depth does matter, brother.
Just as you drew it up, this game remains tied at 3 to the home half of the 6th next on Big Ten Plus. Again, this is now the start of the Michigan State lineup that has produced all their runs so far. As McKay belts this one in the air, right on cue. Hello, baseball. Hello, Red Cedar. Ryan McKay breaks up the tie with a solo blast in the bottom of the 6th. 4-3 Sparty.
And McKay had been waiting on that one, Jacob. Number 1 home run of the season for number 1 for the Spartans. And this one was an absolute tank over that high wall in straightaway right. Let's take another look at it. Just gets those arms extended, gets that ball well over the fence there. He knew it off the bat. The hardest hit ball today, the furthest hit ball today for either side, and the Spartans right back out in front here in the 6th.
Ryan McKay's first home run of the season and first extra base hit of the ball game for Michigan State, done in style. 1-2, Higgins, book it. Right down the middle, strike number 3. Higgins is first of the game and out number 1 here in the 7th. Note for Eli Anderson, no batting gloves.
I noticed that earlier, actually, and I thought to myself, if he gets jammed, that's not going to feel very good. And
well, especially with the weather, too.
That's what I'm saying.
That is a true man in the batter's box. 0-2 spoils it away.
A little bit of Jorge Posada, Trot Nixon action. I'm trying to think of other guys who didn't wear batting gloves.
Well, Anderson, without the batting gloves, I don't know if it's been throughout this entire time, but on a 7-game hitting streak. But he's 0 for 3 here today. Make that 0 for 4. Back-to-back Ks for Nolan Higgins as that pitch corkscrews Anderson. Out number 2 here in the 7th. Responses in the following innings have been great so far, and he's on his way to have another 1-2-3 inning here as Murphy pops it up center field. Rogers makes the catch. And another great response for Cole Van Assen. That's the end of his night. A solid 7 innings of work. Keeps us at a 1-run game in East Lansing and game number 1 between Purdue and Michigan State. We'll head to the 8th next on this chilly Friday afternoon on Big Ten Plus. Trying to have another multi-hit game. 3-2. Got him! Outside corner. Just barely in the strike zone. And Nolan Higgins dials up another K. Higgins looking to shut him down. Trying to make it a 1-2-3-8. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He's fired up, and so is this Spartan dugout. Purdue goes 1-2-3 again. Nolan Higgins, spectacular out of the bullpen, and keeps it a 1-run game. 4-3 our score to the home half of the 8th. We'll go next on Big Ten Plus. To Sturgis as he hits this one in the air, left center, coming in, diving and making the catch. Oh, what a play. Brandon Rogers hauls it in. Web gem out in center. It in as Rogers camps under it and makes the catch. Couple of flyouts for Michigan State, a hit from Randy Seymour, but no more. This game remains a 1-run contest as we go to the 9th. Purdue and Michigan State, 9th inning, coming up next.
Really well as of late.
This one in the air, center field. Back goes Thomas, makes the catch.
That
grounds this one up the middle. Here's Murphy, steps on the bag for 1, to first for the double play. Nolan Higgins comes out of the bullpen and is spectacular for Michigan State. They take game one 4-3.